I thought I'd share my experience with getting Lasik. The reason I got it is because, well, didn't want to wear glasses anymore. I had these particular pair for, I don't know, 10 years. Um, One thing that they held me back from was when I was picking out motorcycle helmets. The helmet I liked the most wouldn't let me put these on because when I was trying to get them in the helmet, felt like I was bending these pretty badly. So glad I don't have to wear them anymore. Kinda wish I did it earlier, but I did it during a Black Friday sale, which they do have, and it was quite a bit of money saving. So, like, the first thing you have to do is you make an appointment, and they'll do like a consult, and they'll determine whether or not you're a good candidate, and or because they want to make sure your eyes will work with it. Like, they don't want to, because there's only so much they can do. So they told me I could get 20/20 in my left eye and 20/25, I think that's how you're supposed to say it, in the right eye, and which is fine. They told me most of my uh, astigmatism was the major cause um, of not having perfect vision. So the left eye had a 5.5 and the right eye had a 6, which 6 is the most they can do in a single run. They can do 2 times, but you have to wait for the eye to heal for the second run, which is about 6 months. And they say after you get LASIK, your vision may fluctuate during those 6 months. I haven't had any of that. I mean, I did have what do you say, like the right eye was having issues focusing, but I'll get to that later. So on the day of the surgery, which in my case was only a few days, which I think actually is cheaper to get it during the same week of the actual consult, because I don't think they want to save your, I guess maybe holding on to that amount of data takes up a lot of room. I don't know. They don't. Apparently, it's a little bit cheaper to have it done the same week. Because I noticed something in the charging when, like, in the bill, that it had like a deduction for the same week. I think, not 100% sure on that. So when you get there the next day, you'll sign, like when you're getting the surgery, you'll sign in. They will give you like an Advil or I don't know what the option was, but they want you to take a nap afterwards, which I'll get to in a moment. Then they'll give you numbing drops in your eyes, and then you'll wait a little bit. And so this is where actually things got a little scary for me, was when I saw that there were 2 stations. So the first station that is actually where they do the cut to make the flap. And so when they did that, which only takes like 10 seconds, so they go to the eye and they'll do the cut, and then they go to the next eye and do the next one, and each one takes so each cut takes 10 seconds, and they'll have a thing to hold your eye open, that medieval looking thing that holds your eye open. And they don't want you to move your eye, so you have to like focus on they'll have like a light that you focus on, like a little red or green light. I don't remember. It was one of those colors. I know that the next machine had a green light. So you would get up and then you'd go lay down at the next station, and this is where it kind of gets a little scary, is where they actually pull the flap down that they just made at the other station, and at this point you really can't see. And they'll it gets a little dark. I froze up like a board. Like the only other time I get like that stiff was at the dentist when I don't like the dentist. I have bad experiences, and so they'll have the hold your eye open with that medieval device. They'll put like this ring, or at least that's what they explained to me because I couldn't see it. And they'll put it on a little bit of pressure, and then the laser will reshape your cornea, And so it actually it actually smells. And if you ever had like a root canal, or like a lot of filling being drilled out of your teeth, like it smells similar to that in my experience. Is that it's like that burning smell. I don't know if it's just yeah. I guess all burning smells the same, maybe. I don't know. Excuse me. So I froze up. They actually gave little stress ball things that they wanted you to hold tight, and they actually tell you to squeeze and then stop squeezing, and then I don't know what the purpose of that was, but they had me do that. And so on the, I think they did my left eye first, and then when they went to do the right eye, they said they had to change a little bit of parameters. So I guess they were able to see something that needed to be modified slightly, and that may be a reason why they incentivize having during the same week, because maybe your eyes change a little bit over time, like over a month or two. Maybe there's a change that happened, and so maybe that's why they give incentive to do within the same week. So you're also going to want someone to drive you there and back, because you're not driving home. I remember a while back they used to advertise that you could drive yourself home after LASIK. Not where I went. That wasn't a thing. But you could drive the next day, and usually they would have you come in the next day for a checkup. I didn't. That would have been Friday, and I asked them if I could do it on Saturday, which they were open. It'd be in Saturday morning. But so after you get the LASIK, you're gonna wear sunglasses, and they want you to keep your eyes closed for a few hours. They don't want you having them like really tightly closed, but just closed, maybe more like a relaxed. And well, before you walk off, they actually like do a ton of drowning your eyes in like some sort of drops. I don't know what they were, but it felt like he was spraying them on my eyes. I don't remember it too well. I was I was frozen. I never felt that frozen. I never was like that ever before. I even got up and then was stiff. Like that was a. I mean, I would do it again if I had to, but it was an experience. And so so they want you to take a nap, because after the numbing drops wear off, your eyes are going to burn. So they want you to be asleep when they burn. And so, you go sleep for a few hours, and then you take a numbing. You use these antibiotic drops first. Then you have to shake. I would like to say that I was able to take a nap, but that was a lie, and I felt the burn. It was I didn't touch my eyes. I knew not to do that. But it's you want to take a nap. If you have to, find something that'll knock you out. And then have something to wake you up in a few hours, or have someone wake you up in a few hours. Because it was not a fun experience. And so you'll take these drops, and you will take these every 2 hours. Or in my case, it was every 2 hours on the day of and the next day. And so you have 2 days of taking this every 2 hours. And then after that, for the next week, because you only need to take these for a week, because you don't want your eyes getting infected. That would be a horrible experience. And then so for the majority of the week, you only take these 4 times a day, for each meal, and then right before you go to sleep, you would take these. And that's the same with this. You would take these every 4 hours, or 4 days. And these are to help you produce tears. And so it says omega. I guess the main ingredient is an omega, which is, fats and oils. And during your naps and when you sleep, you'll cover your eyes using these. And you'll use tape to hold them onto your face to cover your eye. They actually gave me 2 rolls. As you see, I still have a little bit left. They then I couldn't lay on my side with this, and so I'm a side sleeper, and well, made it quite difficult. I don't know how. I didn't really sleep well that whole week. I actually got to work from home that week because it's like, I'm not driving anywhere, I'm not risking anything. Then you have, so as I said, you take these drops 2 hours, or as you know, another one, other days you take it 4 times a day. These you would take every hour, and you had to wait, I believe, 15 to 20 minutes between using these 2. So this one would be first, and then you'd have to wait 20 or so minutes before you could use this one. I did an hour, so I could keep them alternated much easier. So the important thing is you get preservative free. The brand doesn't really matter, and they told me that once you open it, you have 24 hours. So the box says single use on it, I believe. But you would twist it. You got 24 hours. You want to keep the top. You want to keep it clean, so it just pops back on. You got 24 hours now, and so these were great. Like I don't have to use them as much as I do now, but every morning I still need these. They help a lot because my eyes get dry overnight, I guess, and so they make a great difference. I didn't quite like this one. It was they're quite sticky, and so my eyelashes would be all sticky because I'm a terrible aim with eye drops. So remember, you can't touch your eyes for a week. Can't get water on them either. So a whole week, you can't touch them. You're putting drops in them however you can. I know they were showing tricks on how to do that. I actually got pretty good at getting drops in my eyes. So things I've noticed, like some side effects, I guess, are still in healing process. So my right eye wasn't focusing too great during the first week. At a certain distance, it could see very clearly, but at any other distance, either closer or farther, it would be a little blurry. Then my left eye came out great. The only thing is it's sensitive to touch. So I guess I don't know if that's called touch, but like I can't lay on my left side because it would bother, like just putting a little pressure on the side of my head or whatever would my left eye wouldn't like it. I noticed that using like the heater in the car, it kind of dries out the eye. I guess my eyes are more sensitive to drying at the moment, so hopefully in the 6 months that will get resolved, or it'll heal and I won't have to worry about the heater. And I guess it's just air pressure in general, because when I first got the Lasik, I don't remember if my dad was turning on heat or air in the truck, but I had to turn them away because my eyes were like really sensitive. So you're not gonna want wind touching your eyes in the first week, like from like air, like a lot of airflow. So that was my experience. If you want to share your own or have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Hope this was informative in some way, and have a good day.